wicket keeping. How quickly he gets rid of the bails. That's on the line, nothing behind the line. That's the breakthrough achieved for me.
Well, bonus for the Australians. Been a few stumpings in this series for the keepers. And he's out. Sachin Tendulkar innings comes to an end for a clever piece of bowling from Hopes, keeping from A.Gilchrist. And the crowd giving him a standing ovation. He's batted beautifully today, Sachin Tendulkar. And this is a good look with Tendulkar just advancing down the crease. Getting back, but Gilchrist ready for it, saw it all the way. So Sachin Tendulkar on his way for 72 and India 140 for 1.
The Masters at Murray on his fight back to top 10. Nadal on home territory. Federer defending champion. Whose name will be on the trophy? ATP Masters Tennis with Stan James tomorrow 10 a.m. Sky Sports Extra.
Mash up your minutes with your texts. Fresh on 3.
When is a good deal not a good deal on home insurance?
When they attract you with introductory offers, but then you find out that there may be strings attached.
At Direct Line, we're currently offering all new customers 12 months for the price of 9. And if you don't make a claim on our home insurance, we'll give you a 10% discount when you renew.
That's better.
Direct Line, a good deal better.
Super featherweight division go toe-to-toe for the British title. Sponsored by SkyPoker.com. Carl Johansson v Michael Gomez. Friday fight night at 9. Sky Sports 1.
Well, he's batted at number 3 before. To good effect. Be expected to play a small cameo here.
And a bit of width there for Pathan to work through the offside. That is exquisite timing there. He's hardly hit it. Quick outfield, 4 runs.
Brings up to 150 for India. Well, generated a great deal of power, Irfan Pathan, the last shot. The slower delivery from Bracken at 119 Ks. So the pace wasn't provided by the bowler. Good timing, hitting the middle of the bat.
And a good slow ball. That might cost him 4. Oh, it's not fair. He's deceived the batsman. Doesn't get the reward.
Never is fair if you're a bowler. It's a batsman's game. Everything goes in the favour of the batsman. Excellent delivery. Change of pace right into the block hole. Getting the bottom of the inside edge. Indians won't mind it. They'll take it as long as they keep coming. Doesn't matter how.
That's a good shot. That's 4. That's the reason why they've sent him in. It's a brilliant shot.
Very tough as a bowler, knowing that somebody's been sent in to just punish you as much as possible. It's almost like bowling in the last 4 or 5 overs. You've got to hold your nerve. This is where you need to get it in the block hole, and change up of pace is so important to somebody like Pathan. Really mix the pace up, because you know he's going to get after you.
Couldn't get a hold of that. But you're right, now this is a 28 overall ball. It's not going to swing. So you've really got to be hitting those block hole lengths, changing it around, bowling these slow ones. So it's a good strategy by India. They've sent in Pathan to keep the momentum alive. They knew that the third power play would be taken as soon as the wicket fell. So they sort of preempted Ricky Ponting a bit.
And he's got a license, so he knows it's not going to count against him. He's just going to throw the bat.
It's in the air, and it's way over the top. That is a huge hit. It's a monster hit, 6. So the strategy certainly seems to be working.
I don't know how many sixes have been hit today, but quite a few. And there's been a healthy array of boundaries. And this is another one. Seamers taken to task on something like this.
Beautiful hit. Well, that's good thinking. He got outside the line. That wasn't good thinking at all. He almost, a direct hit would have been interesting.
You just get the feel that Saurav doesn't like the quicks. He wants to get away from them. And he might have gone all the way back in the pavilion. That would have been very, very tight.
I think he's figured out that he can't even bowl from that angle round the wicket. Lee can't even come onto the stumps. So if he can move and shuffle outside the off stump, he can work him onto the onside, just flick him over the top. That's what the endeavour was. Didn't quite come off. This time it's come off. That is a good hit. 4 to Ganguly. Brave shot straight down the ground.
Yeah, just clearing the left side. As I said, with the seamers bowling, it's not swinging, it's not bouncing. Just help yourself. Going to be very, very tough, and that's why I said it's a gamble for Ricky Ponting to bring the quicks back on, because all it does is accelerate off the bat. It's a kind of wicket here where you've got to make sure that the batsman has got to generate some pace.
He wants one, and he'll have to hurry a little. Has it in Ganguly? Not a direct hit. A direct hit may have done it.
You're right. Again, a little bit of a mix-up. A.Gilchrist was the one who broke the wickets with his gloves before the ball actually got there. Direct hit had to be. Slower ball. Very, very dangerous run.
Yes, direct hit would have had him. But Ganguly really slow off the blocks. He was not interested in the run at all. There it is. That's the one. Not quite from the meat of the blade, but it'll carry all the way. 6 for that. He's been signaling it as 4, but I thought I saw a 6 there. It looked to me to have fallen over the line, but I'm sure they'll reconsider.
That hasn't come cleanly off the bat, but that's what he's got to do. He's got to keep going like that. Now, where does this bounce? I think it's just a little bit short by all accounts.
In the air, and he's gone. Short ball. Pathan couldn't quite control it, edging it to M.Clarke at backward point. So that journey of Pathan has ended. India have lost their second wicket for 189.
And you're right, they should have brought Hogg on just a little earlier. Not particularly venomous sort of delivery, but Pathan not getting over the top of it. M.Clarke taking a nice easy catch. Perhaps was a little quicker than he anticipated. But Pathan perhaps did his job. 100 strike rate, he's gone for 29. 189 for 2.
A new man in is R.Dravid. He's at the non-striking end because the last ball, last over is when Pathan was out. That's a difficult decision. Ball's turning a lot. He's on the front foot.
I think while they were appealing, it was a quicker one, just pushing it through. That's why he missed it. It was a little bit quick for him. It's not far off this, I can tell you. How much does it spin? That's very, very close.
Down the track, and he goes for the big one. He hasn't timed it. And he falls. Brilliantly taken by Hodge. He had to come in.
And S.Ganguli was looking very tired out there. In the end, a soft dismissal.
Hats off to B.Hodge. That was a brilliant catch. Had to make up a lot of ground. And Hogg is the bowler. Deceived him. Saw him coming down. And look at this catch by B.Hodge. Might have had a bit of skin off the knees. But thumbs up to the crowd. Great catch. Ganguly goes for a good 86. India now 203 for 3.
Terrific 2020 World Cup for him. Very good strike rate. A good player to have in such situations.
Catch!
Oh, he's a sweet timer off the ball. No need to run for that one. That was a cracker. A scorcher from Yuvraj.
Big area out at mid-wicket where Singh has targeted anything loose from Hogg. It was short, pulled away. Well struck.
Oh, yes, Judge!
He's reached 1,000 one-day runs in a calendar year, Yuvraj Singh. Another profitable year for Yuvraj Singh. That's got to be close and given by the umpire. He misses a full toss and he's disappointed. Hogg with another wicket and an important one.
Well, Singh can't believe he's missed a full toss. Went for the attempted sweep shot, and the Australians back in this game big time. He'll be disappointed, Yuvraj Singh. Hitting him on the full, and that's absolutely plumb. Umpires have to deem that that's going straight on to hit the stumps, so good decision. Unfortunately for India, Singh's on his way for 6, 2-13 for 4.
The Indian captain has walked in the middle of a mini crisis. Wickets have gone down. They need 105 to win from 69 balls.
Oh, another big appeal. Not given, no. Oh, the Australians thought that that was absolutely plumb. It's the end of the over, 2-14 for 4.
Strong reaction from everyone out there. R.Ponting can't believe it. A.Gilchrist is also disgruntled, disappointed. Umpire was put under severe test here. Well, that would have gone on to hit the stumps. Certainly, R.Dravid should consider himself very lucky. They're missing the in curl, would have gone on to hit the leg stump.
Oh! Great bowling there.
Scores couldn't be much tighter. Same stage. Australia were 216 for 5, 215 for 5, I should say. India currently 217 for 4, so they've got that extra wicket up their sleeve. But very close match indeed.
It's a big one. Hodge once again is in business. R.Dravid perishes. Australia now clear favourites. Another wicket goes down. The rhythm has gone out of this Indian innings.
Well, R.Dravid really feeling the pressure. Goes for the big 6, which probably is needed at this stage, but didn't get it out of the centre of the back, and a simple catch to B.Hodge. R.Dravid on his way for 7, 218 for 5, India.
R.Uthappa is the new man in. Hogg with his best figures ever against India.
Oh!
Tough situation for Uthappa. Never easy for a new batsman to come in and go at 10 and over.
Catch!
Goes for the big hit and almost took M.Clarke with it. He's such a strong hitter, M.S.Dhoni.
I think M.Clarke pulls his hand out of the way here. He knew how hard it was coming back, goes to catch it, and then realises that it may have taken his hand with him.
Oh, nearly chopped on Dhoni. Picks up another single. A hit with tremendous power from Dhoni. Here it is again. Goes to catch and then withdraws.
Oh! Adam Gilchrist didn't go for the appeal. Uthappa missing the ball, creating a bit of drama.
Yeah, he got back. Good bit of work though from Gilchrist, and Clarke doing the right thing, angling it in. Middle and leg stump to the right handers, making it hard for them to get their arms to the ball.
Making room, and he's found the gap. Beautifully placed by Uthappa. Ends the over on a high note. Good over for India, 232 for 5.
Here's Lee.
The slow delivery is launched into it, and it's a biggie. But they need a lot more of this.
Well, I think that sort of pace is going to be, the batsman will be a lot happier with that, because it's a small ground, plenty of sixes on offer, and when you get somebody providing the pace for you, you don't have to hit it as hard. He tried to take the pace off at Lee, but it's not doing too much off the track. It's the low, slow spinners that are harder to get away. He's got to pitch it in the block hole, Lee. If he misses, that's where he's going to go.
Nicely played. The placement even better from Uthappa. Boundary to end the over. It's 245 for 5.
Oh.
That's played fine. Has got enough to get to the fence. Yes, it does. So runs starting to flow for India.
This is going to be a tight one, Ellis. I hope everybody's got their seatbelts fastened. It looks like Australia are favourites, but it's such a nice wicket. And if you're prepared to chance your arm, there's plenty of boundaries on offer, because it just races away. Small hit for 6.
Oh, the reverse sweep this time. Got 5 runs from the first 2 balls. No point taking any risk. Just knock it down the ground for singles. Keep it going till the very end. Catch is the call again. Firmly struck and has enough to get to the boundary. Certainly turning out to be another cricketer who strikes the ball extremely hard. Uthappa.
It's got to go straight to the field, otherwise it's going to go for 4. They are intent on hitting boundaries here. Reaction time, none.
Reverse sweep, running the first one hard. Opportunity for 2. And they take it quite nicely. Hogg was generally quick on the outfield. "34 runs have come in the last 3 overs. Of the reaction time would have been less than 40 seconds. Beg your pardon, 0.40 seconds. And again, Symonds can't get there. 6 to end the over. 262 for 5. Straight down the ground, might just clear the fence. Yes, it does. Uthappa, you beauty. 50 partnership comes up.
Well, 50 partnerships come up in 29 balls, and if they get a 50 partnership in the next 29 balls, they're going to win off the last one.
They're not afraid to give the charge, even though the wicketkeeper was standing up. Oh, struck hard and struck well. There was a little bit of pressure building up on Uthappa with a couple of dot deliveries. He's played a spanking cover drive.
I think for Dhoni they've got to go straight, and for Uthappa they've got to go more in this sort of region. Wider. He hits it square of the wicket. than Dhoni. Dhoni's more down the ground. Got to be very precise.
Oh! Maybe a change in pace, deceiving R.Uthappa. It's been good entertainment right through. Australia setting a target of 380. It was always going to be difficult for India. But you never know. One good over, one big over can change things around.
Well, last time Dhoni faced N.Bracken, it was the last over of a first innings, and he got 20.
Oh. Cheeky, but could be gone. Oh, he's put it down. Lee has put down a sitter. He couldn't believe it. Doesn't get easier than this. Batsmen pick up a single.
How embarrassing is that? You don't even get him as easy as this in fielding practice. It's just gone straight to him. Oopsie daisy, what happened? You can't. Well, you won't want to see that on replay. Absolute sitter. Could have cost him the game.
That'll be 4. Hasn't come off the bat, but will count. 4 byes. It's 281 for 5. Low full toss. Hopes the fielder. Dhoni will be on strike. Certainly looks glorious when it comes off. You see a little bit of shimmy of the bat and hitting the sweetest spot on the bat. They loved it.
Due for a 6, Ellis. We're due for one. The Axeman.
Lee this time. Just a single. You need 1 sixer at least every over, or at least a couple of boundaries to keep them going.
Well, you don't have to hit them hard. Third man is very square, and fine leg is up. So those are 2 little options where you can use the pace, because you know he's going to bowl full.
Hopes it'll be. Don't mind the 3 low full tosses, so he's looking predictable, looking for the Yorker.
You've got to just shimmy. Uthappa does that well, and shimmy so that it's about knee high, then you can smack it over mid-wicket.
Good bowling. This is very good bowling. But direct hit would have had the Indian captain a spot of bother. It's all coming in singles this over.
Getting close. Got bowled N.Bracken right in the block hole. Symonds took aim. No, he was home. Shows you the value of setting off early. Look at those, all full. That's exactly where you got to bowl. Right up there.
Struck firmly. Is it wide of Hopes? Yes, it is. Boundary to end the over. 9 runs of the over. 290 for 5. It's in the air. S.Symonds. Now it's not S.Symonds, but a wicket has been taken by M.Johnson. M.Clarke, the fielder, at point. It was between the 2 fielders, S.Symonds and M.Clarke, and M.Clarke called for it and took it quite comfortably in the end.
Actually, I think it was J.Hopes. He had a lot of ground to go. Well bowled by M.Johnson. Went up many a mile. 2 fielders. Now James Hopes, under pressure, takes a really good catch. That really is a good catch over your shoulder. Uthappa, how well did he play? Strike rate 157, got him within striking distance. 290 for 6. That's Harbhajan has made his way out to the crease. Of course, as the non-strikers in, they crossed as that catch was being taken by James Hopes.
Should be taken. And is taken quite comfortably in the end by the Australian captain. And Mahendra Singh Dhoni will be very disappointed, but the Australians are delighted.
What a wicket from Mitchell Johnson. This has been an incredible over. The last one went for 9. They had to really have a slog, and then he's taken the 2 wickets of the 2 danger men in the 1 over. Really trying to hit it too hard. He just surveys the bottom of his bat. That's where it went higher rather than longer. Ricky Ponting takes the catch nice and easily, and with that he celebrates, throws it in the air. 290 for 7.
Can't get better. The last 3 overs are simply superb. He's bowling the 2 left-arm fast bowlers, Bracken and Johnson.
That's exactly where you got to bowl to the tail enders. R.Uthappa was running down the track and making that into a full toss. Very, very tough for people to just come in and immediately start slogging the ball all round. So Australia look like winning this one. Mind you, not without a few hiccups. They would have been sweating about half an hour ago.
Good, decent contact with just a single. It's been a better match, this one. Although India conceded far too many runs. They fought hard and tried and get close to the target. They have conceded 57 runs in the last 5 overs. 102 in the last 10. And right through this Future Cup, this is the 6th match of the series, we've seen India, once the ball was changed after 34 overs, have gone for far too many runs in every game, and that's been the problem.
Yeah, the average has been about 100 or 135, Alice. And that's just a lot to give away between overs 35 and 50. Because if you've set a platform of around the 150, 160 or 34, then 300's on the go every time you play.
Lee, the fielder, just a single. Australia will be very pleased with this performance at the end of it. Go 4-1 up in the series. Unbeatable lead. And what a day S.Symonds has had. Fantastic with the bat. Superb with the ball. Nice strike. Will end the innings with a boundary. Harbhajan Singh gets them to 299, but not good enough to get past Australia. Ponting and his men will have a party, have a long celebration.
Well, it was a brave run chase by the Indians, an entertaining one as well. They got off to a roaring start. 140 for the first wicket, that partnership between Sachin and S.Ganguli, outstanding. 86 for S.Ganguli and 72 for S.Tendulkar. The middle order fell away a bit, and then R.Uthappa in partnership with his captain Mahendra Singh Dhoni smashing their way to a partnership of 72, but when they fell in the same over to Mitchell Johnson, it was done and dusted. 299 for 7. 20 extras though in the Australian bowling performance. That's something else they need to tighten up on. 2 for 39 for Mitchell Johnson, 1 for 30 for Hopes, and 4 for 49 from B.Hogg from his 10 overs, the outstanding bowler for the Aussies. So it was Australia and Ricky Ponting who won the game by 18 runs. They lead the series 4-1. Only one game to go, so they have won the series, but there is that one game left in Mumbai. So let's find out now who the man of the match is. Plenty of candidates. Here's Ramiz Raja.
Chin up, well tried. It was a tough game. 317 on the board was always going to be difficult to chase down.
I think we lost wickets at the crucial point. You know, Sachin and Saurav, when they when they went down. I think that was the crucial one for us, and especially if one batsman would have continued till the end, you never know what would have happened. And I think that was very crucial, and even the death bowling was a concern. You know, they got quite a few runs at the death.
You'd be just a little bit heartbroken with the inconsistency, both with bat and ball, because, you know, very good start by the openers, then the middle order stuttered. Also at the death part of the innings while you were fielding, you know, a few loose balls given to Australia. And against Australia, such inconsistencies get exposed further. You have that in mind?
Yeah, of course, you know, if you're playing against Australia, home series, then you are under pressure, you know. And especially when you're not clicking as a team, you know, in some matches we batted well, in some matches we bowled well, but I don't think we really batted and bowled well and fielded well in the same match, I think, apart from the Chandigarh match, if you see. So that's an area of concern, and still one match to go. We'll look to rectify the areas that need to be rectified, and after that we have the Pakistan coming in.
Terrific effort, Ricky. Tell us the significance of this victory in India.
Yeah, this is a great win, no doubt about it. You know, we came here having not played any cricket for really 4 months. We had a couple of games in the 2020 tournament that didn't really go exactly to plan for us, but since I've been here, I've been unbelievably impressed with the way we've gone about our cricket and with the way we've played our cricket. It's not an easy place to win, and we've won, you know, most of these games pretty comfortably. So, look, I'm really proud of the boys. Today's win was a very good win, a very good game of cricket in the end as well. I thought A.Symonds, his innings and probably his efforts with the ball were probably the difference in the game.
You must be very happy with how he's progressed as an all-round cricketer, A.Symonds, a real match winner in the middle order.
Oh, he's an unbelievable cricketer in our middle order at the moment. I mean, there's not many guys that can come in and do what he does and do it the way he does. He makes it look pretty easy at times. I mean, some of the striking today was pretty effortless. So, you know, every time you can make 100 off 80 odd balls in the subcontinent, it's a pretty good performance.
Andrew, well played. Is this the best you've ever played for Australia?
Oh, mate, it's hard to tell if you don't actually see yourself bat. I'm just really pleased that we've won today. You know, there's been a fair bit on this series, and it's a really good feeling to have won it.
Yeah, and you pile up those partnerships also right throughout the series. Is that something that you were always looking to do in the middle order?
Yeah, well, partnerships are the key to setting big totals, and you know, I sort of got together with a few of the guys over the last few games, and we've built some good totals. And you know, I thought India played very well. They chased that score pretty hard today, and gave us a run right to the end. So I thought it was a good game of cricket.
Well, didn't he deserve his Man of the Match award, A.Symonds? 107 from 88 deliveries, and he bowled well too. 10 overs, no maidens, 0 for 39. A very fine all-round performance from the Queenslander, and a good performance from the Aussies. They win by 18 runs, 4-1 up in the series. Just one game to go in Mumbai. That's a day-nighter. And don't forget the 2020 International on October the 20th. But it was all about A.Symonds. He was the man of the match, and Ashish, he thoroughly deserved it, didn't he?
Absolutely. He's played brilliantly throughout the series, and today in particular he extricated Australia from a real crisis. He was a bit lucky to start with, of course, but here he is. What brilliance, power and delicacy. So he's got it everything, and he looks a very complete player these days.
One thing he did do, I guess, is he gave himself a little bit of time at the start of his innings just to assess situations. You mentioned the fact that he got a bit of a life from S.Sreesanth. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But once he got to the latter stages, this was 2020 stuff.
It was indeed. In fact, this is precisely what he's been doing throughout the series. He's matured a lot as a batsman. He takes his time and he focuses, and once he's fully set, he goes for his shots.
The second 50 came off just 28 deliveries, so that shows the acceleration from A.Symonds in his innings. Did get one life, though. The fielding compared, the Indian fielding compared with the Australian fielding, how would you sum that up?
Well, there's a world of difference, undoubtedly. There always has been. But today, I think the catches that India dropped were really crucial, and that swung the game away from them. Because once Australia got 317, no matter how well India batted in the second outing, it was going to be a tall ask.
Let's compare the fielding performance from India and Australia. We mentioned that A.Symonds got that life, as you saw in the highlights. It was S.Sreesanth roaring in from the boundary. Difficult chance, but one you need to take. And here's B.Hodge getting rid of the dangerous Ganguli, because he was on 86 at the time. Difference in technique, perhaps difference in commitment. S.Sreesanth looking to catch the ball way down by his ankles. Hodge sliding on his knees and ripping his trousers in the process, but getting a bit of balance. That India don't have a coach, but they do have a fielding coach, but there just seems to be a lack of discipline, work off the field, do you think?
Well, I think it's basically the understanding of the aspect of fielding and catching. Today, the Indian fielding perhaps was not so bad, but the catching was. And the difference between those two clips that you showed of Sreesanth dropping the catch and Hodge taking the catch is very simple. Sreesanth was lunging at that ball in an unbalanced fashion, whereas Hodge was attacking that ball with composure. So therein lies the difference, and that's the bridge that India would need to cross in order to become a really outstanding fielding side.
What about the final game then in Mumbai? India are obviously playing for pride. What would you like to see, and what do you think the Indian public would like to see in that performance, other than obviously a victory?
I think India need to look to the future. As much as Tendulkar, Ganguli, and I would say even Dravid, although he's failed in this series, have a lot to offer still. But I think India need to make the transition from the senior players to the younger players, because in 2 years' time, I doubt very much whether the trio, the triumvirate of Indian cricket, that is Tendulkar, Ganguli and Dravid, will be around. And so you really need to give the younger players more experience. So I'd like to see Rohit Sharma come back into the 11 at Mumbai, and also perhaps Subramaniam Badrinath, who's made the squad in lieu of Gautam Gambhir, who's been rested because of injury. So those, and maybe a little change in the bowling to give the younger bowlers an opportunity, R.P. Singh perhaps coming back. These are little things that India need to do in order to make that transition from now to tomorrow less painful.
We've got Suresh Raina as well on the sidelines, and Piyush Chawla as well. I mean, is that the way forward for Indian cricket, to try and get the effervescence that they showed at the ICC World 2020?
Ultimately, the 2020 squad, which did not have the senior players, have to be the makeup of the future for the 50-50 side. And they've got to inject experience into these young players so that they are able to hold their own at the 50-50 level, and perhaps even at the test level in future.
OK, Ashish, we will leave it there. It'll be interesting to see which side India play in the final one-day international, which is coming from Mumbai. Let's just remind you where you can catch the action. It's a day-night game from Mumbai, so we're on air at 10 o'clock. That's Wednesday morning, 10 o'clock on Sky Sports 2. These two sides go head-to-head in a 2020, also from Mumbai, but from the Brabourne Stadium. That's Saturday, 2:30 on Sky Sports 3. Looking a little further ahead to Monday, November the 5th, another chance to see India in action against Pakistan, arch rivals Pakistan, the first of 5 one-dayers, 3:30 a.m. on Monday, November the 5th on Sky Sports 1. And then we see England back in action against Sri Lanka, the first of 3 test matches. That's Saturday, December the 1st, 5 o'clock in the morning on Sky Sports 2. So Australia by 18 runs today, 4-1 up in the series. It is in their pockets, but there is one more game to go. See you for that. Bye-bye.